Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Universal Orlando Resort. My name is Chase with Dueling Park News, and I have a very big milestone update to share with you. Now, as you can see, I have gotten into City Walk with no one inside. That is because the resort just opened, but I've got some big news to share. Check it out. Not even 12 hours since I was last here filming, and we have the top portion of our element connected. Check that out. We're going to get to Hard Rock quick and take a look at it a little bit closer, but yeah, this Hollywood Drift top hat, if you will, is finally finished, meaning the track for all of Hollywood Drift has finally been completed. That is right. All of the track for Hollywood Drift is now completed. There is no time to waste, so let's head over to the Hard Rock and get a better view and angle of this Hollywood Drift top hat. So we have the lovely arch entrance right here to Universal Studios Florida, and just panning over to the left, we've got the inversion and our little top hat. Now the top hat's not as big as, oh, my shadow right there too, sorry. Our top hat is not as big as Velocicoaster's top hat, but it is up. If we can use the terminology top hat for this, I don't see why not, but I'm sure there's a reason why or why not. Check it out, the inversion and the new track that's been installed, aka me saying top hat. Let's come over here to the exit to Universal Studios Florida so we can see the spike, the overbank turn, the inversion, and the new element. Well, there it is hanging up above the Universal Studios exit as we just drift on by through here. Gotta make our way over to Hard Rock Cafe, but gotta pass by the giant spike before we do that. And they have the music playing out here at Hard Rock, but it's such a quiet morning. So crazy. Here comes all the guests on the boats, but yeah, just a quiet morning. It does sound like we got some beating and some banging going on behind the construction wall, so maybe we will see something. Oh yeah, look at that angle right there of our track. So exciting. Let's get on up here. Yeah, as we walk up the steps, look at this. I know they got the music blaring right now, but doesn't this look so much good? Better? Good? I know not gooder, but this looks so much better now that it's all connected. And it does look like we got some beating and some banging going on. Looks like they are working on one of these support columns. So theming aside, has this track exceeded your expectations? I know not many people are fond of the Fast and Furious theming itself, but does the track exceed your expectations? Do you like the way the track is made, or especially with the spike and the inversions we have over here? Now it does appear we have even more work going on over here, especially with this whole trench and concrete foundation that we saw yesterday. Looks like they are, they might be extending it out right here. Maybe digging the trench out to make it bigger? Maybe, possibly. Could be some drainage issues now that we see that the water standing over here. Could be anything. Now, a lot of you did mention yesterday in the comments that the crates do say HHN. Now, obviously, HHN is, short for Halloween Horror Nights, so this could be a staging area for Halloween Horror Night supplies, or maybe HHN means something else. Could be Hollywood High, yeah, I don't know. If I had to take a guess, it's probably an HHN staging area while they probably do some construction over there. So they probably usually put it over there, but since all this construction's going on, they might have just placed it right here and said, hey, we'll get to it when we get to it. Okay, let's head closer to the new, well, I mean, is it technically new? I guess it is new in the grand scheme of things, but the newest piece added to Hollywood Drift track. Again, I'm gonna keep calling it the top hat because it's very similar to a top hat in its nature. I am just so glad that the sun is working into our favor. So if you don't know, yesterday, well, you could see it from my video yesterday that it was gloomy all day, and then it finally started storming that night. Stormed over top of my house all night long. So I guess City Walk or Universal Orlando Resort was the bubble for all the good weather, and they were able to get the two pieces installed. Let's get a closer look at it now. Now, someone in my comments did mention that they thought the track pieces would be too heavy for this section and that they would needed extra support. Well, it doesn't look like that now. Looks like they were able to get it up and it is supportless. So it's looking good. Ready for us to drift on by, you know? What else is going on down here? Oh, we got lots of workers out here today. Now, if I had to guess, I would say that this was probably the beast of the work last night. I don't imagine they probably did too much over there inside Universal Studios Florida, especially over there near the entrance. But we will for sure check. We'll go in, we'll take a look. You never know. Okay, so I actually just spotted this. Over here with the inversion, if you look underneath the track behind Blue Man Group, it does look like they are doing a bunch of support. Well, I don't know, maybe not. I thought they were working around the supports over there, maybe digging out some more trench work, maybe for drainage, but I don't know, it does kind of like a trench right there. So maybe they are just reshaping a lot of the land now that the track is all up, so that way they can smooth it out and start doing any drainage issues or landscaping. Well, you know the old saying, we'll go inside and check it out. Sadly, since I came here at Park Open, Universal Studios Florida does not open until 10. So I'm just gonna have to wait until then. But hey, I'll get some good footage from City Walk, some little B-roll shots. Maybe I'll go over to Islands now and check on Poseidon's Fury. I don't know, there's so many things I can do. Just wish we could go in at Universal Studios Florida for early park admission. And just like that, a few seconds actually is representing a few hours while I had to wait for Universal Studios Florida to open. But we are officially in now. And before I get carried away over here to the left of Despicable Me Minion Mayhem, here is the new element, the last element to form for Hollywood Drift. And here it is all zoomed in, looking great in this corner of the park. It does appear to briefly have us inverted for like maybe a split second, but if we're drifting going around this, man, that is going to be a beast. Also, if you can't tell, in the few hours I had to wait for this park to open, it started to rain after it was so nice and sunny earlier. And if we step back all the way to where the entrance is to Minion Mayhem, we just get a good shot of all these three elements just performing together, and soon we'll be able to see these cars drifting by with screaming guests. Now let's come over here to the stage area. Soon, well, it better be soon, hopefully soon, these construction walls will be removed and we can get a closer look of the stage and behind Minion Mayhem, because this did offer some great shots. When you stand in front of it and look towards City Walk, you see a lot of the coaster. Also, check it out. They have installed new turf when the construction walls were pushed all the way outward. Now they are pushed back inward, and we have nice new turf that I'm walking on that I shouldn't be walking on. Well, it's not that we shouldn't be walking on it. It's fine. It's turf. It's going to get dirty and everything, but, you know, they just installed it, so I feel kind of bad. There's the element over the stage. And check it out. We can get a good shot of the newest element to form. A lot of people are debating online. I guess they're not debating, but they're saying that it's not a top hat, but some people are calling it a unique top hat. Whatever you want to call it, there it is. And here is a shot of both the element that's going over the stage and the newest one that finished the track. Now let's head over to the right and see what's going on over here. Oh, check it out. They are doing some work right behind the construction fence. They've got the machines prepped right here. They've got the foam going up a little bit higher now, and they've got straps holding it down. So they are preparing for, I guess, some bad weather, because it is starting to rain a lot harder now. So this video might get cut short while inside the park. But I figured I'd come over here and kind of scale the element going over the stage. It's going to be a really cool element to have if both trains are passing by at the same time. Okay, yes, it is starting to rain a lot harder now, so let's head over to New York and seek some shelter while I talk about the entrance area. Now, yesterday we did review that the fire station facade is receiving its back paneling, and I was questioning whether or not they would actually put some like windows or cover up the square hole right there in the middle. I also see that the dirt is still looking like a pile of dirt piled up right behind the construction fence. I do hear some grinding of some noise. Let's see. We got a lot of work going on down here, or at least a lot of construction workers are under here, but as you can tell from the video, it's starting to really pick up on the rain, so I'm assuming that they're all probably just underneath the station for just some quick shelter. Sounds like they're messing with some bars down there, so they're cutting up something. But we see that they have been working on the little power boxes that are aligning the drivetrain motors. So maybe they were doing some cables, power stuff, and then it started raining, so they stopped. Interesting box we have right here. Other than that, I don't see much going on. It does look like we have concrete being formed around the metal bars right here. So these metal columns that are supporting the kind of like catwalk and drivetrain motor area. Looks like we're finally starting to get some, well, it's not theming yet, but it may lead to theming. Okay, hold on. What we got back here? Looks like we've got something related to the rafter right there too. So those metal rebars, I'm not sure what's going on right here. They might be adding concrete around this portion too. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up from this section. So let's head on out of here while the rain's starting to die some, and then we will close off this video. Actually, we'll go check on Supercharged first. Okay, I will let you know if there's been any changes with the queue, so here we go. Let's enter Supercharged. Well, as I'm passing by Supercharged again, I figured I would say that not much was different in the queue. Actually, nothing was different in the queue that I noticed. And inside the gift shop, there wasn't too much of a difference either, other than some of the items moved around. And we had all the similar items we've seen before, so nothing really new to report on. Look, the sun's trying to come back out. That's that Florida weather for you guys. Well, I wanted to leave through Hollywood just so I can get this shot alone of Hollywood Drift towering over the Universal Studios store. And of course, a minion without a monster, but it looks like a minion's following off of it. Somebody help him. All right, everyone, I have actually made it back out here to City Walk with Hollywood Drift behind me. And I just want to take a few seconds to say, what happens next now that the coaster track is complete? Well, for starters, they're not technically 100% done with the track. I'm sure some work will be done here and there, especially in the maintenance and unload and load station areas. So we'll probably see some more developments that way, but it might be harder to see them from the ground view. And I would say the next major milestone is the pull-through test of the vehicle to check the clearance of the track. So that will be very exciting to see. But I hope you've enjoyed these updates so far. We've hit a really big milestone today. The track is complete. You know, it's laid out, it's done, it's connected. And what are your thoughts on it? Is it better than you thought? I know the theming is hit or miss, but the track is still pretty sweet. And like always, thank you for watching, thank you for following along, and I will see you in the next update video.